PK and Dorit's financial. I understand he's responsible for Boy George and touring, and I don't understand where the money. That's me. That's just me.
And why we've avoided their real storyline of owing millions in taxes. I'm surprised she's coming back.
And they started filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent the whole season. Yeah, I'm wrong, everybody. I spent the whole season saying Dorit wasn't coming back as well. Whole season.
But is she coming back full time?
I think probably, but let's see what happens.
And if she is, it's only because Renna was let go.
Yes. I don't know what Dorit's storyline is. And Crystal, look.
Her brown hair. She's a brunette now.
I saw that. I was like, what? Is Crystal, to me, a great housewife? No, but I knew she would be back because there's more there. There's something, at least like with Dorit,
money,
to me.
She's married.
She has money.
She's ticking off the younger. They want to steer younger always. So and possibly one of the Fleeing 14 might be on the show. So,
and there is a little bit of darkness in like the fact that
here we
there
go
are
to dark comment.
No, but no, the fact that there are these what a way to end, David. You were so well behaved, but there was the fact that there's these there's something, there's a little I don't believe like Crystal is like Miss Homemaker, and no, Crystal has some skeletons, I'm sure, right? Like I think
she has potential to be a great housewife. Yes. I think it just hasn't been there, and unfortunately you don't get a lot of opportunities, but luckily for her, I'm hoping that this might be her redemption season.
And I think they also say to her, like, look, girl, you're back, but do you either want this or you don't? Is this just like to pass the time while Rob is making the next Lion King? Oh wait, you really enjoy this? Girl, get in there and just bring it and do it right. Stop, because like last season you tried with this fake storyline with Sutton. So Crystal's really just gotta, I think she has it in her.
Yeah, and
I think she wants it. And I think
unlike Marlo, when I see Marlo at home with her nephews, I'm just sort of like, boring. This is so forced. But her at home with her husband and her kids and her brother who comes through every once in a while. Interesting.
I agree.
So she has potential. I think her battle though this season is going to be with Kyle again, the continuation.
Well, then at least take down Kyle. At least
because fans can get behind that,
right? Like at least make a really look. We already had the potential takedown of Kathy Hilton. Like I don't think Kyle's not going anywhere, but at least fight the good fight and have it be a mixed screen and have people say, go Crystal. Yeah, Kyle would be a great target for her. That would catapult her. Girl, you would earn your next year.
I just don't need Kyle in the tears again this season.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see all of that.
No. I mean,
do you think it's almost time for Kyle to exit stage left?
I always say I think Kyle is the second most protected housewife. I don't
Who's the first?
I think Teresa.
Oh.
You could hate her all day. I think they would never fire. I really do think they would never fire Teresa. I'm not even saying I like her.
Yeah.
I just think she is protected, and she knows it, and that's also a problem. And
why do you think that she's protected?
I think there's no other franchise where the whole it's like, was Teresa in a good mood? They wait for Teresa. Like, I think she almost without trying steals it's just her show. It's just that's the Bravo created this. It's too late.
Yeah, and I also think it's very similar like with the Kathy situation. Not Kathy, the Candy situation is she's probably not a complete nightmare to the crew, to the to Andy. Even though she's like a nightmare on television, I also think behind the scenes she's probably lovely.
I agree with you. I've been at New Jersey filmings where I've seen her. I mean, she doesn't give a fuck. She shows up, does her job, and gets the hell. The minute it's over, like Margaret, Melissa, free bar, let's all drink. I mean, Margaret doesn't drink, but you know what I mean? Like, let's hang out. Teresa, literally the mic pack is like ripped off and thrown down, and she's like in the, so she just is like, but to your point, I agree. She does her job. So I don't think she gets into the press, what's said, what's edited. Yeah, she just does her job. And she's like, I think she's just like, I don't care. As long as the $2 million check clears. Like, yes, I think she's probably easy to work with from that point of view.
And that's probably why. And right now, she's the central focus. So it doesn't benefit them to get rid of her.
And Kyle is second to me because I think Kyle... First of all, she drives the bus. I've had Sutton on, Crystal. I've had Beverly Hills Housewives on that say, you don't realize like this whole thing wouldn't work if it wasn't for Kyle. Like Kyle, I think produces the show in front of our very eyes.
Oh yeah, we
like
see it.
Right. She'll be like, so why were you upset? And so that has got to be good. And I think Kyle doesn't do anything to get herself fired. Like, they don't want you to be toxic and really talk about the real, I'm not going to say dark. I'll say the real, I don't even know what other word to use now, but the real life stuff. They want so Kyle is so middle of the road, right?
Yeah,
and
she
that's
probably
what
also,
they want.
again, you know, a lot of people think it's just about what you see on camera. It's also, how are they behind the scenes? Are they easy to work with? I also probably think she's probably easy to work with.
You know, and someone else said this, and I'm like, I don't know what, because, you know, they get a percentage of all your deals. I don't know. Are they getting a percentage of agency profits? I doubt it. Mauricio's real business. But, I mean, if that's the case, then they benefit. They're actually making money off Kyle and Mauricio. I also doubt that immensely. But
yeah, I don't think so. But remember, also, he's on the show, but he's not signing that contract that she is, you know. So technically, that's probably the loophole.
True. That is definitely the loophole. That is the loophole. And also, wasn't the agency around? Maybe it was. Maybe it started in the middle of it.
I do know that when he was on Watch What Happens Live, he didn't want to give. On his show, Buying Beverly Hills, he didn't want to give credit. He didn't even mention Rick Hilton and his climb. I was like, really?
Now, I did to the two cast members from Buying Beverly Hills that I interviewed. Shouldn't you remember people's names when you interview
them? We talk about so many different people. I forget people. I can't even think of any of the names.
I interviewed Allie Lutz, the blonde. She was on The Hills. The Hills, and her amazing, amazing co-star. They were both amazing. I actually ended up liking Buying Beverly Hills, but I didn't. There's nothing better than Selling Sunset to me.
I haven't gotten into Selling Sunset like that. I know.
Do you watch Selling the OC?
No.
It was also
I know they were renewed.
Phenomenal.
It was really?
2 years. Did you watch $1 Million Listing LA?
No, I watched $1 Million Listing New York because it's New York.
That was great. That was great
I missed
too.
that.
Yeah, it was a great show.
No. I love watching real estate shows though. I really do.
Phenomenal. Do you watch Bling Empire?
I started. I haven't finished. There's so
I didn't
much
watch.
stuff
I know.
to watch.
Well, that's why these listeners know more than me. Like they'll say during season 4 of New Jersey, I'll be like, I have literally no idea of what you're talking about. They'll be like, well, she got in a fight with this one. I'll be like, I mean, please slip into my DMs and tell me what happened because I don't right.
And I'm glad when I go
you
live.
You don't remember.
They remind me. I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, I do remember that, or I didn't remember that. They remember far better. Especially when we're covering so many different things, and I don't just talk about reality TV. I talk about everything in pop culture. So I can't remember everything.
Next time you come back, because I would talk about all of that. It's just that I could talk about I'm obsessed with MGK and Megan Fox and this whole breakup. It's just nobody
They're not breaking up according to.
No, I know, I saw that. Nobody wants me to talk about anything but Bravo. I like all the real actual gossip, and I like the celebrities I interviewed outside of Bravo.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll come back. Where can everyone find you? Plug everything.
Well, I'm on YouTube, Kempire. You put Kempire in, thankfully, everything Kempire will come up, including our podcast, Kempire Radio, and all my social media is, at the Kempire.
Such good branding. Yes, you come up. You have a huge